Mick Mars Mash-up. That's what I've called this CVT guitar lesson for Brian. Brian, you wanted a lot of things, man, so I'm assuming you're going to be getting, you know, all things Motley, really. You know, one of the top Mick and Motley fans, you say you are. So, being that that's the case, we got a tune with Motley, right? Double flat. It's also called D standard. And you gave me a few ideas of things you wanted. Things you're gonna have in here is some warm-up techniques, kind of all in the line of Mick. Some various techniques with unison bends and alternate picking. Lots of the techniques, you know, the palm muting and vibratos, natural harmonics, pinch harmonics, slides, bend releases, all that good stuff. Hammer-ons, pull-offs. But I put solos to 10 Seconds to Love, an excerpt from Mick Mars' solo Rock in Rio 2015 where he does the clean stuff. We have the solo to Danger, and we also have the solo to Knock 'Em Dead Kid. Most of the solo. Danger, it's the whole solo, that's a short one. It's what you just heard me play. But let's jump in. So from the beginning here, I'm going to back the reverb off a little for now. The very first thing you're going to see on the top of page 2 is a warm-up exercise. I put Mars style. And he uses this a lot. But you're going to look at this like an exercise for alternate picking. He likes to take different pentatonic patterns, there's 5 of them, and blend them together. Okay, and it's used in his solos, but the first one, so we're gonna break that down. It's double picking. You're going, in other words, down up on each note. 5th fret on the low E, 3rd finger. Follow the fingering in your tabs. Down up, 3rd fret A, 5th fret A, 7th fret A. We're moving to a new position. We're coming out of what's called pattern 5 into pattern 1. Alright, and then 5D, 7, same thing on the G. And then a bend on this final one. It's a whole step bend, Brian. That means you're bending 2 frets. When you bend a note, you're going sharp with it. You're traveling through pitches. If you're not sure how to land that, go 2 frets higher to the 9th fret, stick that in your ear, and bend to it. And I back it with a couple fingers to help support that bend. Man, the speed will come with time. Don't beat yourself up over that, but do make it a goal. Clarity, number 1, man. Okay, so that's the first one. Pentatonic blending scale is what I called it. Number 2. Where did I put 12? It's number 2. Bending, unison bends, like Mick does in Shout at the Devil. I don't know if that's the right spot, but this is that concept, okay? Just different frets, strings. 17B, index, 19G, 3rd finger. I'm going to back that with the middle and hit them both. Bend the G string a whole step. Wait for the waves to disappear. Watch. That's not good. Keep bending till the waves stop. As they slow down, it means you're approaching where you need to be. Right there. If you go too far, the waves will continue again. So, and then go back a whole step to 17-15, and then a whole step to 15-13. So we have back up to 17-15, and then 15-13, and then 14-12. Or you'll go, let's see. And I throw vibrato on that one. Okay, so here's what you're looking at. $13, $15 to 10, 12 bend. I'll do it one more time. Okay. The goal, achieving, hearing those 2 notes and landing that whole step bend. So not all this stuff's just going to happen for you, man. You got to work at it. Number 3, power chords, palm muting, harmonics. This is jumping more into some song sounding stuff in the style of Mick. And here's what I came up with for the first one. I think I'm going to zoom a little now because I can. And we've got alright, I'm going to back the reverb a little bit. Palm mute the open A string twice. Side of your palm, right in front of the bridge, just barely. If you move too far, it chokes the note out, right? So it's got to be right in front of that bridge, right across here in your palm. You should get this sound. Think of, you know, you think of that, right? So palm mute twice on the open A, and then we're going to go 7D, 9G. That's an A power chord. Well, in standard tuning, you'd call it an A5 power chord. 3 times. So you can see my palm lifting, right, when I go to the power chord. These are called natural harmonics. These silver fret wires, you lightly press above them and then lift your finger off, and they're like a chime sound. Do it on the E, A, D, and G. So it's and then the second half of this, repeat it but go to the 3rd and 5th fret D and G, and that would be a F5 power chord in standard tuning. Palm mute the open A twice, hit the power chord, do it 2 times. And we're gonna throw this little riff, kind of mix style riff at the end. On the A, open 3, 2, 3, 2D, 3, 2A, 3E. Double dots in music, that means repeat everything within there, so you repeat it all. So let me play this 2 times through for you so you can kind of soak it up, man. Hear it in context. Check it out, here we go. Alright, so that gets you familiar with power chords, palm muting, harmonics. Number 4 is really for alternate picking, and Mick he does this, I believe, in the Rock in Rio, in the guitar solo he does by himself, and it's just a fast thing where he goes. This one will be twice. It's down, and then up, down, up. I think in 3s. But there is a pattern to it. What I do is I move that shape after playing it twice. Then I can do the same thing on the 4th and 2nd. 5 and 3rd. 6-4. 7-5. Then we go 8-5 open twice. So then we're gonna go 8-5 open twice, then go 9-7 open twice, and then 10-7 open twice. So we have then 11-8 open twice, and then 8 slide all the way up to 12, and then go see, up, down, up, and then 15B bend vibrato. Vibrato is shaking the string. I bend, really comes from the wrist. But I did forget the up, down, up on those 12s on the end. Alright, cool. And that's something you want to work slow and then gradually speed it up. If you want to get it clean, It's critical, man. Make sure the clarity's always there first, and you do want to push yourself to speed it up. All right, the next thing, this is where we break into some of the actual things Mick, song related or guitar solo wise. In this first one, and he uses his fingers, but you can use a pick if you want. It's based out of A minor and F. Now Mick has a real long thumb, but check this out. We're gonna go. That's our first one. Go 2D, middle finger. Go 2G, third finger. 1B, first finger. And over here, just take your thumb. This is how I believe Mick was doing it. A, D, B, G. And then hit the open B. I'm keeping all the fingers down. It's a hold. And do a hammer onto the first fret. So I'm going to pick the open B and slam that finger down on there to produce our note. So we have, and then go 2G, 2D. We're already there. So 2 times. Then this F, I know it's tough and there's other ways to do it, but try the thumb. 1E, 3A, 3D, 2G. Actually, let me make sure the 2G's in there. It is. And you would go E, A, G, D. And then go open B, hammer to 1B, and then 2G and 3D. So it's oops. And that will probably give you the most trouble out of everything. Go back to, okay, then we're going to take this, move it up 2 frets. But on this, don't worry about the index at all. And we're going to go E, A, G, D, open B. So it's, oops, B, G, D, G twice. And then back to the A minor. But it's going to be different this time. We start with the open B, hammer onto the first fret, and go 2G, 2D twice, and then strum A through E. Alright, so that's that one. It is in the Rock in Rio. Because I have another thing from coming up from there too. I believe I do. Okay, let's jump into the solos. Back to distortion. 10 seconds to love. This isn't all of it, it's a chunk of it. 22 high E. I'm gonna bend it 2 times, a whole step. So we're gonna go stop the note, come back down, pick 20, pull off to 17. So then we're gonna go 17 E, we're already there, but you need to go you're gonna go down up on 17 E, down on 20 B, pull off to 17. We lost our there it is. You're gonna end up going to 19G, 17B. Yeah, I keep losing my delay for some reason. 19, 17, 19G, bend vibrato. So. I don't know why it's doing that. And then, similar to the first exercise, kind of in the warm-up style of Mick, you're going to go 15th fret with the first finger. This one in 3s, he usually does it in 4s, but so it'd be. So it's, let me show you the scale. 15, 17 EA, Same thing on the, or E string. Same thing on the A, and then 19 on the D, 17, 19 on the G, 17, 19 on the B, 17, 20. Now pick them in threes and your alternate picking. So it's going to be down, up, down, up, down, up until you change a note. Instead of Mick's doing it like this. And then 20 pull, 17 B, 19 G, 20 B bend.